or not? Or yes, we are live.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our liminal energies. Liminal energy readings. Okay. Sorry, I had to, yeah, I had to do that thing. So, hello, everyone. We are live.
oh, oops, 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 oops,
What
oops.
are we oopsing about?
My
So,
phone started. You started talking on my phone. I didn't realize. There we go.
I
I'm
have
I just
it
got
good.
an
up right
alert
here.
that it's snow tomorrow.
So, yeah, we had some snowflakes today.
Yeah.
We had
So,
70 degrees and sunshine.
today?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. All
But we
right,
need
let me
snow.
bring up the
We
chat.
can send some of it back.
Bring up the chat. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm a little slow out of the gate getting it together, but that's okay. There's only a couple people here anyway, so
It's only
We're,
Jax.
we're amongst
it's only
friends.
Jazz. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, hello, hello.
Ah,
So
Four's
That's
first
an
here.
interesting
Hey,
name.
Four.
thing,
What's this name?
Four.
Four?
Mm-hmm.
Four. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
It
So
took me a while to learn that. That's why I'm so proud that I can remember
So
it.
at user is four. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So hello. So today. So we're just a few days um following Imulk, and I was going to bring up a thing about it, and I just had some challenges before we came on, so I'm not prepared like I wanted to be. But um, I thought tonight would be a good night to talk about these liminal spaces because it's Imulk is to me is the liminal space between the spring and winter, and there's a lot of magic in the liminal spaces. So I thought we should do some readings um, about this liminal space. We're going to talk about the winter's journey, and for those of you, if you saw my pick a card, I did a winter's journey pick a card, and I really enjoyed it, and it had a lot of wonderful energy. And so winter's journey can be challenging. We If we use it to our benefit, we go within, and we do a little bit of rearranging our energies, reassessing, reanalyzing, planning, um, just a re-up. So that's what winter's journeys can do for those who don't get too deep in the darkness of winter, and go through the winter blahs and stuff like that. And then when we're in this imulk here, where like I said, the liminal space, the snows are thawing. Now that might not be, that's theoretically speaking. In most places, my snow stopped. My snow thawed. My thaw. I can't even say it. My snow thawed. Say that 3 times. So, in the thawing of the snows, life starts reemerging. The snows melting. Drenches Mother Earth and prepares those seeds that were dropped by the trees in autumn. So there's a lot of magical in that liminal space because we're planting our seeds. And what is it that we want to accomplish? Who do we want to? My theme for this year is I'm looking forward to meeting the new version of myself. So,
Ooh.
You're here. Yep.
yeah, it's time, sometimes I feel like it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself and get out there and live. So there's a new version of me waiting that's been inside me, and I let it out every once in a while. But and then the spring renewal, the spring rebirth of the trees are budding and blossoming, the grass is growing, the animals are doing their little gathering of their resources and stuff. So that's kind of a in the squirrel nutshell of what we're going to be reading tonight. So yes, yes, I am. Oh my gosh. So
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
So hold questions, please, because it's there's not going to be really questions. We're gonna tell you what. We're gonna
Yeah,
tell you what.
I tell you what.
Um, so
I tell
I
you what.
first let's Nancy, how have you been?
Oh, I've been great. Yeah, I'm feeling really well. The only thing is after I do a lot of stuff, I get really tired. And then I take to my bed, which I call my nest, and I rest a little bit, and then I get up again.
She rests in her nests.
I rest in my nest.
A lot of people are complaining about being a little tired, more tired than normal.
Hmm.
Maybe it's that last bit of um, hibernation for the waiting for
Oh,
the.
I am such a good hibernator. Oh,
Me too.
I've got it down. I have got it down.
Oh my gosh, how have you been, Heather?
Good.
Yeah, you
Um,
look beautiful tonight. Look at you, all
oh,
dressed up with a place to go.
yeah, a
You have
little
an
bit
actual place to go.
after the show. Yeah,
I
but
love
we
it.
beautiful weather here again. We got to the park, the Fay Park here. Oh my
Mhm.
God, Ginger, you would just the energy, you would just melt.
Yeah.
So we haven't been there at Lithia for a good 2 months or so. Not that the weather's been bad, but we just it was like 65, 70 the last couple of days, and we just wanted to
Lovely.
get out there and smell the trees and hear the creek
Mm,
and everything. So it was a nice little pick me up. It was a refresher.
Heather,
wonderful.
you need to paint that tree.
There, yes, yes.
Oh, that picture.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Please. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous. It's
Put
magical.
across a very old tree. It was, and for me, it was very
Mm,
masculine heat tree, and I left a little peanut in there, like still in its case for him as an offering to one of his little inhabitants.
sweet, sweet. Wow. So,
Ooh,
all
people
right, let's
popping
start
in.
saying hi so we can get the readings done because we're on a limited time tonight. I need to go. I need to try to make 9 o'clock my, but you know how things go.
Well, we'll try. We'll try.
We gotta get the
So,
Ginger to her little nest.
We've got all
yeah.
kinds of people in here.
So we
Hmm.
have Jax is here. Hi, Boo. Brendan popped in. Brendan's being a gatekeeper for me tonight. Yeah, he's yeah. Yeah, we need gatekeeping tonight. Kyle's not doing so well tonight. Could be sinuses, who knows? Who knows? But and then four, right? Four.
Or
Welcome and hello. Thank you for coming back and sharing space with us. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. I need to get above.
You're telling me I need to improve my posture. There we go. Woo.
There, you can see me better. Um, yeah, instead of people asking questions tonight, we have prompts, and I will go through those in un momento, por favor. So I'm getting my Spanish on. There's a lot of Spanish students, and I have this one. He's autistic, and somehow we can carry on a conversation in Spanish. I got my Google open, and the thing is, he can't speak Spanish very well either. People who I ask to translate sometimes, and they're like, I don't know what he's saying. So, hey, Robert. So he kept asking me, you penis, you penis, and I'm like, that's what my neighbor called her husband one time. You penis. So every time he says, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Finally, it
Pianist?
dawned on me. He was asking me if I speak Spanish.
yes.
Oh,
Spanish. Spanish.
there we
So, Daniel, he's awesome. Okay, Violets for Roses is here. Welcome back. Lovely to see you back here in this liminal space. And look who popped. Jackie, I was just thinking
go.
how
Yay! Sorry.
we don't see you enough over here anymore. And here you are. So Spirits answered me. They whispered in your ear, "Go see Ginger. Go see Ginger." Jackie, it was my very first mod, best mod ever, and and then she's very busy with Scott. And so now Jax is being one of my best mods as well.
Yeah, she's the
And
mod expert.
Brendan is also starting to step up as moderator. So I love it. I love you guys. You guys bring a lot of joy and support, and you rally that team, and woo. Hi, Pamela.
Pam's excited to see our decks.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff where I can show what decks I'm using. Let me see what to do
Oh,
with that.
well, I had this plan of having a tarot and an oracle for each prompt, but I had a challenging evening before I came up here, so I have 3 decks, but they work. Star Traveler. I love that name, Star
Me
Traveler
too.
Muse. I love the word muse, and actually, I just got Divine Muses. Look at this guy. Um, but it's the French version because her original version has been sold out forever. But she is planning on doing a reboot, so hopefully soon, and I would still get the English version. Hello, lovely Selena. How are you doing? Ginger, your deck is okay. I I never win things, I feel like anyways. And
We have a deck.
so I won a deck, Selena's little giveaway last week, and I'm excited to get it. And
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited to get it that I forgot which one it was. Selena, I need to talk to you about herbs in my memory. I mean, I'm really getting concerned because I'm just, I feel like I'm working on half my brain cells right now. Okay, we have a Lithia down yonder here. It's mostly rednecks and soccer moms, depending on the block. It's true. That's the mix here. It really is. You got your rednecks and soccer moms. I love them all. Okay. So let's see. Let me keep on going. Keep on going. So again, please hold your questions. We're going to do a hashtag for the readings tonight,
Ooh.
and I will explain them once again. I took Spanish in junior high school, and when I got to high school, I just kind of I don't know. I don't know why I didn't take it. I got a little self-conscious and thought, I won't. I was in Nevada. There was very few Hispanic people in Nevada. I'll never need it. I didn't think I'd ever leave Nevada. Here I am, South Carolina, and I transferred to a school that is primarily Hispanic, and so I'm brushing up a lot of my Spanish, and but it's so funny because when I have Spanish speaking parents come in, and the little language I do know, I'm full on in the accent and everything. So they'll just start going on and on and on like I know Spanish. And I'm like, lo siento, no español. I'm sorry. It's like,
We were next
I'm
door.
just
They're
kidding. Just kidding.
yeah.
But this lady, she wasn't the mother of the child. I'm trying to find out who she is because I can't let her just take the child. And she says, Thea. I'm like, oh, you're her auntie. Okay. Okay. All right. We're good. I'm like, thank goodness I know some. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. We're going to get our decks going here. I just had the vision of, see, I'm telling you, my brain, I just thought of them this morning too. SNL, Justin Timberlake, Jimmy Fallon doing a Christmas, how they do their Christmas raps. And they're like, I needed to sack his deck. It was a funny skit. You had to be there. Judith is here.
Right.
Hey,
Hi,
Judith.
Judith. How are you doing tonight? So who all got snow or ice during the last couple of weeks? We got a nice ice storm, then a beautiful little snowfall. Um, Jennifer's here. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? I'm trying to get through the chat here and chat at the same time. And tonight's not the night for obviously multitasking, not for my brain anyway. Pamela, I have her antiquarian and the Lua. I wanted that. She sells out so fast. I had no chance. You know, when you work, by the time you get home, they're sold out. Ah, yes, it was a great gift to win. Nancy has it. Um,
I have what?
I think Nancy
deck
has
that
every
I
deck.
won. The
Pardon
deck
me?
that I won.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Selena, if you can hear me, what deck did I win? I can see it. It's liminal. It's the artwork's beautiful, and I can't even think of it. Um,
The mermaid's.
no,
No, not the mermaid's purse. The other one, the mind's eye tarot.
Oh, the mind's
Mind's
eye.
Eye. Thank
Yeah,
you. The Mind's Eye.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
that too.
Mm.
Oh, I could have
I know.
bought
I
that.
moved 2,000 miles away from home. What was home base home, and I
Mm.
love South Carolina. I really do. All right, I'm getting here. Venus is here. Hi, Venus.
Hey, Venus.
Venus, come join us. We're making fun of my brain and my mind and my mouth, a tongue. It's not working tonight. So I hope once I get in my mojo mode of reading, I'll give you some good readings. Yes, Judith, laugh at me. I need a good laugh tonight. I need a good laugh. And guess, speaking of laugh, hello,
Roman.
old friend. How are you?
I got a deck the other day that was a Roman, made me do it. And
Which
I am
Oh,
absolutely enchanted with it.
Florida gets snow every once in a
Yeah,
while.
it's Dune. It
Oh, the
just came
dunes.
out.
Yeah.
And if you enjoyed the latest Dune 1 and Dune
Hi,
2, this is the
Jackie.
deck for you. That's what
I
I'm
almost bought one the
that's
other
my
day because
story,
of
and I'm
Roman.
sticking to it.
Jackie B's all over the tube now. So happy you're
Yep.
having fun. And just know when I catch people's lives, unfortunately, I'm watching on the big screen. So they need to make it to where there's a button that says comments. So I'm thinking, oh, I can finally make comments on the big screen. And no, it's just showing people's comments.
Mm-hmm.
So know
Yep.
that I do share love. I just, with my eyes are so tired at the end. I stare at the computer all day long, and it's just to stare
Mm.
at my phone. It's just not happening. All right. Excuse me why I chew gum. It's rude. I think it's rude, but I'm parched. I didn't drink enough water today.
Hydrate.
Okay, so for those of you who have popped in after my slur, we're doing liminal readings tonight. Um, it's kind of celebrating Imbolc, and it's that liminal space between winter and spring, where Mother Earth doesn't know what to do right now. The last couple months, it's gone from fall to winter to spring to fall to spring to winter to fall, and we're gonna have spring again next week. So poor Mother Earth, these trees are trying to bud and then they die from the freeze, and then so we're going to have three prompts tonight, and I'll give you a hashtag in a moment. And our first prompt is winter's journey. Kind of the retrospective of the winter, the energies, perhaps maybe uh, what am I trying to say? It's perhaps the energies that you have gone inward to bring something outward. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I had a good spiel, and please excuse me. I had a challenging time before I came on. But it's all about, when winter's a good time for solitude, for hibernating, but hibernating with a purpose. There we go. Hibernating with a purpose. Doing a lot of reassessing of the year that has passed. What have we learned? What can we bring forward? The liminal energies. Again, what are we bringing forward that's going to help with our renewal and our reemergence? And then the third prompt is rebirth of spring. As spring comes into light, the light returns. Earth Mother stretches and takes a big breath and is ready to enrich us all with her beauty. Is how that is. So it's just the energy of the spring energy is coming forward for you.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a almost like a past, present, and future reading, basically. But you have to be fancy about it. You can't just call it past, present, and future. So
Get
that's what
creative.
we're doing tonight. Beth popped in. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? Yeah, the groundhog. What the groundhog say? Where we get?
Saw his shadow. I can't remember what that means.
Let's get liminal. Let me hear your spirit talk. Love it, Jax.
Yep.
No, I don't like that
I'll
song.
have some of what she's having.
Some of those songs that we sang with, it's like you
Mhm.
can burn out really easy, but yet you'll still sing with them. It's
Yep.
funny. From what I heard, we still have like 6 weeks of winter left or something like
Okay.
that. I don't know if he saw a shadow or not. I just know that we have more winter. I think if we, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I forget every year. If he sees his shadow, I think that spring is coming early. That would
Okay.
make sense to me anyway.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Because I think the sun's getting higher, and so that causes him to see his shadow. That means it's already high enough that's going to be here sooner. Maybe that's the logic.
Good evening, witches.
Mr.
Oh,
Hello, Steve.
Rosie.
has graced our liminal space.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the start of a new ice age or what? It is. I was asking somebody. I thought we were in global warming and we had an inch of ice here.
Well, come over to Oregon, and it's like
It's
100
all
degrees during the
confused.
summer,
All confused.
60 in the
I'm
winter.
trying to highlight. The cat chat keeps jumping. Uh, he saw his shadow, so he saw it, and there is 6 more months.
Yes.
No,
And Beth came in.
you cannot.
Hi,
We
Beth.
said hi to Beth.
She
What
said,
were you
"Hello,
doing,
women."
Nancy?
Yeah,
Well, I was playing with
she
my
had it on.
fire, so
Oh, Nancy's playing with her incense.
I don't know. Oh, hello again. I was
Yeah,
trying. This chat is jumping very quickly. I put in a second delay for slow mo, and seconds not enough. Hello, Kristen.
native love.
Native love. Love that.
Hmm.
Christine. I'm sorry. It's Christine. Native love. Welcome. Welcome. I agree, Beth. This is what I was just talking about before you came on. I have mush brain. It's menopause. Ayana's here. We got more poor people popping in.
mm.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is put in hashtag. Just put in hashtag me.
I gotta
That's
get
not
that wheel. Those wheels are fun. I don't know if I can do that with my laptop.
the wheel.
Where the spins and then you just get to pick people randomly.
Yes,
Ah,
that's
That's
neat.
fun.
yeah. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that.
Ooh,
All
there we
right.
go.
So we're jumping. Oh my gosh, I didn't put on.
I'll write them down for you.
Well, every time I go to hit Venus, it keeps popping up.
Oh, there's a whole bunch.
Hmm I have Venus. I have Violets. Please ask Heather about the fact time while she was. I know. Share FaceTime. She already told me, Misty.
I just
You always catch us at the most awkward. She always catches me when I'm like, I
Mr.
don't care
Naughty
what I look like
Charity.
today, and then go, oh crap, I should have cared what I
Well,
look
even
like.
if we don't have makeup on or and we look absolutely awful and we look sick, she loves us anyway.
She does.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yep.
I hope we can
And
get to
write
this.
it down for you. Venus, Violets, Jax, Christine, Roman. And who's next? Ayana.
Did I get Roman? Okay, here's who I have: Violet, Venus, Jax, Christine, Roman, Ayana, Jenful,
Jen? Okay.
Four. I'm sorry, Joyful Journey. I call her Jenful.
Yep.
And Christine. That's who I have so far. 9 peeps.
Ooh.
9 peeps.
Reading
9
what
party
Miss Tara
peeps.
D said. Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right, Pam. I mean, Miss Tara D has the uncanny knack of catching me coming out of a shower in a tub. I mean, I don't know.
You know, back in the day, it was 1974, 5 ish, a movie called 1999. Oh my gosh, that was the future. The cars, the what is now considered a
Mhm.
microwave, cooked food that appears out of nowhere, talking in the air, and your robot answers you. What speaking to people FaceTime back then, and here we are. It's so funny to me. We're a little behind what we expected. We don't have, well, we do have flying cars. They're just, God forbid we start driving those around.
Oh my gosh.
I hope we don't go. I mean, the accidents
Well,
that
it's hard
already.
enough keeping up with cars on the road. Can you imagine them up in the air?
It did back in the 60s before we thought it through. Yeah, it did sound like a good idea. All right, so last call. Did Jackie put in? Jackie, did you put in a hashtag me? Jackie, put in. Okay.
So Jackie too? All right. Ooh, they are piling up.
Jackie, put it in again so that I can. Okay, she did. Perfect. All right. That's 10. Calling it. Wait, still didn't. My thingy won't work. All right.
Just forget you, sweetheart. No worries.
All right. So I'm going to leave that ticker up so we know what we're reading for.
Yes, if you
So,
give us what the three names
oh,
so we can be.
all
And
right, Samantha. Lucky 11. We'll bring in Samantha.
okay.
All right. Let me type it in. All right. Questions closed. Oh, I can't even type it. No, I can't even spell. Oh my God. Okay. Questions closed for this session. Okay, so Jackie, Jax, even Brendan. Brendan doesn't watch the chat though much. He listens. So if anybody new comes in after this moment, please politely let them know questions are closed. Jetsons was my favorite show too. Bobby's World. I don't know Bobby's World. How about the Hatters? The Hatter, not the Mad Hatters. Oh, Charles Nelson Riley played a villain in it. The Hat World show from HR Puff and Stuff kind of stuff. Loved HR Puff and Stuff too. Okay, let me get rid of this gum. Let me take a sip. And I used to roll dice to do random. Okay. If you people, pretty people, beautiful people, don't mind, I'm going to do Jackie first because she is across the pond and it's past midnight there. So we're going to read
Yes.
for
She's
Jackie
a night
first.
owl.
Yeah. She's crazy. That's all there is to it. All right. Sip, sip. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. You
Are
tell
you
him,
going to
Jack.
move us around like Gerald does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I might get dizzy when I do that, but that's fine.
Avert thy gaze.
All right. So
Mhm.
I'm going to start with the winter's journey. Nancy's going to do your liminal energies, and Heather's going to do the spring renewal, reemergence, realive, rebirth kind of stuff, energies, all the re stuff. All right, Jackie. So here I go. So winter's journey is all about retrospective, introspective. I said retrospection because I'm using retrospective tarot
Hmm.
for the winter's journey prompt. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Should I read these? Um, yes, I will. All right. Apparently, I had two cards that were put in right side up as I was shuffling. They showed themselves. So I'm going to use them anyway. Jackie. All right. For your winter's journey, correct me if I'm wrong, but do we have some demons to address? um, Sometimes when we go into winter's journey, it is about facing head on what is challenging you, what is in your face that you need to just knock the hell over, run over it. But yeah, what in wintertime do you need to put on, not on the back burner either. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. There's some constraints that need releasing. And this devil has some fire coming up. So it's about burning all that does not serve your highest good. This winter season is a good time to go in and meditate and ask that cords be cut that do not serve your highest good, cords that people put hooks into you that are self limiting. For you, and just burn those cords, cut them, and just facing your shadow, really facing your shadow, um, showing it respect, but releasing it. You served me well at one moment, maybe it didn't, but it's time to release those. But in doing so, we've got the 10 of coins here. So in doing that, in releasing your constraints, it opens your all of a sudden I'm thinking of Pandora's box now. It opened Pandora's box for you. um, there's hidden treasures in the winter's journey, and it's up to you to go in. That's an introspection, and finding these hidden treasures and bringing them to light. Opening your treasure box of resources, your time, your money, even what's your creativity. Just opening your box of treasures in the winter's journey. It's up to you to find them and bring them to light and share them with the world. So I'm going to leave you to Nancy's liminal energies.
Well, Jackie, the the first deck that I use is the Pathwork Oracle, and the card that came out for you is the card of rest. And I think, as we're coming out of winter, the liminal space is still of rest, because it's transitioning. And I love this tree here because it just shows all the possibilities that are coming ahead, but you're still kind of in the rest mode. as you're getting ready for springtime. The second card I got for you was from the Talisman Oracle, and it is healing energy. And what I like about this is there's the two trees. And I think that this shows not only healing energy, but it also shows spiritual growth. And so I think this liminal space in between one and the other is a time for you to continue resting as you go forward and uh, heal what needs to be healed and look for some spiritual growth as you go forward. And that's what I have for you, Jackie.
Beautiful.
All righty.
All right. And Heather with the rebirth of the spring energy.
So, rebirth, Miss Jackie, in the distance, closer than you think. I'm using my foliate deck tonight for the spring. And so, Jackie, this is saying that you have plans, goals, or ideas that is in the process of manifestation. So, in the springtime, it says it's closer than you think. So, it's acknowledging to have some patience, which and the bomb tech, you got time, which is about patience. So trust in divine timing that whatever you started planning for during the winter, any dreams, goals, plans, even if it's personal ones, outside of, from work or career, but I'm feeling more of a spiritual one that as spring gets closer, just to have patience, and you're going to be able to start seeing the signs. And the cards also acknowledge to look for the signs. So that's what I have for you, Jackie.
I'm reading Nancy's typo. Miss Tarot F. You're
Oh
on
dear.
fire.
Well, I'm sorry. Listen,
Well, you should see what
now maybe that was spirit doing that.
like it turned her name into
Miss
Turdy.
Carol Fantastic. Miss
Yes.
Carol Fiendish. Miss Carol Fresh.
Face.
Miss Tarot Fresh.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. That's funny. All right. Heather, I'm pushing you to winter.
Woo.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, hang on. I'm not finished. There we go.
I've heard
Right.
fingers.
I am springtime.
You're spring.
I am spring.
Okay, so we are reading for Jackie. Thank you for letting us reading for you. I hope that was all right for you.
For violets.
That devil, like Miss D said, that devil was hot. And I had some, yeah. Sometimes when I pull a devil card, and especially one like that, I will read, maybe it's time to be risque. All right, violets for roses. What do you use? What deck are you using for?
Okay, so
winter?
for the winter's journey, I am using the Seasons of the Witch tarot and Venus. Violets. Excuse me, Violets. Your top card for the winter's journey is the Winter High Priestess. And so this is saying that during this winter, you've been learning how to tap more into your intuition, connecting with your own sense of personal energy and personal power. And also this winter has been showing you how much wisdom that you have within yourself. And this is also a card acknowledging that there's much to learn as well. But with the High Priestess, that's being in touch with the divine feminine, your intuition, your higher self. Really beautiful card. And your energy is the Initiate of Winter Cups, which are the pages in this deck. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you have been having experiences where you feel like maybe you are like in your dreams, you feel like you're traveling or going to meet guides. But in this cup, that little fish is leading that person out for a beautiful spin around the moon, or in this card, more like the new moon. But yeah, the Winter Cups, Initiate Page of Cups, they're all about, learning about their emotions and dreams, trusting their intuition. Any creative abilities might be starting to bubble to the surface. So between that High Priestess and that Winter Cups, beautiful cards of connecting with your intuition and your higher self and trusting in that. And that's what I have for you.
Love that. All right, Venus, I'm doing liminal for you. And for liminal, I chose, it's called First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. But it's much more than for broken hearts. It's I think it's that liminal space. You know, if I use broken hearts, is that's a liminal space right there. When you got your heart broken, you're waiting for your renewal to come and stuff. But that deck, I kind of wish it wasn't called that. It makes it sound so. Um, I hate the word broken hearts. So, but anyway, it's a very enlightening deck for me. So your first card for liminal space. So we're talking about the space in between winter and spring. What is it you're getting? What is it you should be focusing on so that when spring comes, you're ready. Ready right out the gate. I got this beautiful temperance card. Divine intervention sets the equilibrium you need. So temperance is about maintaining balance. You can't get more liminal than that. It's trying to find balance between worlds, the earthly plane and the spiritual world, the ethereal world. So during this liminal season, make sure you're grounding yourself every day and make sure you're in connection, a clear channel to your higher self, to your guides, to your angels. They're here for you and they're ready to work for you, with you, and around you. And so, and this card itself says divine intervention. There's a plan for you happening during this liminal space, and it's going to be divine intervention. So, don't be afraid to ask for divine intervention. I do, and when I do, you better be specific because when you ask for divine intervention, not assistance, but you want them to intervene on your behalf. They're there. They're there for you. And your next card is Ace of Wands. The world of possibilities. You aspire to illumination and growth. Perfect liminal space card. So you're on the waters, the healing waters during this liminal time. You're being guided. Here's your divine guides right here. 3 little butterflies. For me, those signify loved ones who've crossed over. So it may be them who assist you on your divine path. And this beautiful, beautiful make a wish dandelion. Make your wish, be specific. Um, I know the dandelions aren't growing right now, but as soon as you see one, make a wish. But you can do it in your mind's eye. Make your wish, blow the little fairies, and they're going to carry it out to the universe and help your wishes come true. So there's your liminal story, and Nancy has
Okay,
your
we're going to
spring story.
spring here,
Look at
right?
you! Look at
Okay.
Oh, there we
you!
go.
All right,
Now,
here we
now
go.
it's getting serious.
The first deck that I'm using is the Phases and Forest deck. And these cards are based on the flora and fauna of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And what you got, Violet, is beginnings. Where are you desiring new beginnings? What makes you reluctant to start something new? So you need to think about that. And violets here in the mountains, violets are the first flowers. Well, dandelions and violets are the first flowers that come up after like the crocuses and the flowers, the bulbs that come up through the snow. But so this is a time of beginnings for you. And, just think about what you want to begin as spring arrives. And if there's something that you're reluctant about, ask yourself why, and kind of ponder that, because it may be that there is something wonderful that you can begin that will really help you going forward. Now, the second deck that I'm using is the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle. And the aster came for you. And I want to read what it says. Asters are gorgeous, aren't they? This is the card of illumination. Like a star illuminating your way, Aster helps provide clarity and focus so that you can discover appropriate channels of communication and self-expression without anxiety or self-consciousness. Aster helps you to manifest your creative ideas, translating inspiration into physical form. And I feel like these two cards go together because in this one, Aster is talking about creativity. And, it might be that one of the things that you're reluctant to start is something creative, And I think that there is something about us that we as humans want to create. And even if it's just putting paint on paper and maybe it doesn't really look like anything, but you had a good time doing it, that's all that matters. That's what I have for you, Violet.
Oh, sweet. We have a comedian in the house.
I know.
Comedian. Nancy, you're connected with the horns, and you might be getting Netflix.
Ah,
Those rabbit ears. They were so funny. Putting um, tin foil on them to get a better reception. Those were the days, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
All right, Violet, I hope you enjoyed your stories tonight. Thank you for letting us read for you. Next, we have Venus. After Venus, we have Jax, and then Christine, and I'll put it all in the queue. So, Nancy, you're doing winter now.
Your Venus.
Okay, let me see here. All right, let me see.
Oh, I love the little pitty in the picture. Oh, Venus. Is that a boy or a girl? She's beautiful. I love pitties. I love all dogs.
When my cards here it is. Let's see what you got here. Okay. And this is for Jax, right?
Venus.
Oh, this is for Venus.
Venus, then Jax. It's a girl named Roxy, she says, Heather.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm just going, oh.
Oh, I just saw
Okay,
that. Is
that's it.
Judith on the list?
No, I'm sorry. I just looked. Judith, go ahead and put hashtag me, Judith, and then I'll put you in. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Okay. Venus, the first card that flew out of the deck for you is the Fox. And this is, let's just say this is a snow fox. It's white and it's winter time. And it is the card of resilience. And, in the wintertime, animals have to be very resilient as they go out, especially in the cold weather. And as cold as it got here during the last storm, I was very concerned about the creatures that were out there and the birds. I was afraid that they were going to freeze to death, but they didn't. And they know what to do. They're resilient. They take care of themselves. They take care of each other. I guess they gather together and snuggle to keep warm. I don't know, but they're very resilient. And this card is telling you that you are resilient as well. The second card that came out of the it's the Seasons of the Winter Tarot. This one right here. The card that came out for you is 20, which is Judgment. And this card says on it self-reflection. And I think that in the wintertime, especially, we have a time to go within and to learn more about ourselves. We're kind of in hermit mode. And if you go out to work, when you come home, you're home, you're in your wonderful space, and you can just be yourself and relax. And think about who you are and what you want and where you're going, and how you can improve yourself. Things that you can do, things that you're doing that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and things that you're not doing that you should be doing. It's a time of self reflection. And I think this is very, very important, how we see ourselves, and how we love ourselves. And I think this is a very important message, that you are resilient, but you also you need to love yourself deeply and unconditionally. That's what
Wow.
I have for you.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Following Nancy, this is so, yes, I concur, Venus, with everything that Nancy's saying. So your top
She's
card is the
outside
Swan card.
smoking, she says.
You got the Swan card, sweetheart, and it says, I am everything I seek. I am, no, wait a minute. I am everything I seek, the one I am meant to trust above all else, to create one of the strongest loves within my lifetime. And the swans are about not just creating loving relationships with intimate partners or with friends or family, but going along with what Nancy, my other card, is. This is a time to be looking at self love, my dear. This is about going within, and it's amazing because you'll see in her hand, in this one here, she's holding a star, and in your bottom one, they're also holding a star, and they both have to do with self love and transformation. I'm going to look at the swan again really quick. So this is creating a strong relationship to yourself. Um, it says here, this card could be guiding you to find a deeper respect for yourself and see the great potential you have. So this is about trusting yourself above all else, loving yourself above all else, even though some days we have, we have those moments, but this is really a time to be reflecting on self love. And your underlying energy is the blackberries. And the blackberries is, there is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within self. And so this card is acknowledging a neglect to your spiritual life, to yourself. And so these cards both go, hand in hand. It's that underlying energy of let's moving forward, start embracing who you are on all levels of yourself, all aspects of yourself, and learning to have that self love with the swan, because the swans are all about transformation. And simply just came to mind. Popped in. If you have any rose quartz, that is something you might want to carry with you, because rose quartz is one of the strongest stones for self love and for self compassion. And so that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you. All right. Venus, I, for you, am using for the rebirth, the reemergence into spring. Now I'm thinking of the words I wanted to use in the beginning. I'm using these strange antlers. It's a French deck. It's Tarot Ramirez Estrange. That sounded like Spanish French to me. Um, but when I got the deck, it came with this beautiful car. You know what this is? It's a cloth. It's a pouch. It's a thing, and so I keep it in this beautiful thing because the deck box is so huge. So the reemergence, after you've gone through your winter's journey, we're going through the liminal spaces. What's coming your way is healing. You got four de paix. And so this is about you. It's like you're making your little, we'll call it a cocoon. The coon from the coon, the raccoon that comes into your tent at night. This is about you making a healing sanctuary for yourself. And whether it's in your bedroom or if you have a sacred space, it's about deeming a space in your home, in your garden, wherever, sacred healing space. And it's about you taking the time to heal your mind, body, and spirit. This is about you. By this image, I feel like when you go to sleep at night, call upon Archangel Raphael and your healing team. I learned many years ago we all have a healing team, and we need to connect with this team. I actually I took a class and I had to write out a contract. It was funny. It was a John of God kind of thing, energy. But this is about at night when you're going to sleep, call upon your healing team. Ask them to wash your body with healing energy throughout so that you may sleep well, rested, and wake up rejuvenated. And then in doing so, as you reemerge into spring, we have the Cavalier Debes. So this is the Knight of Swords. So be ready during this liminal time. What is it that you're questing for? This is the year 2026 for you to go take action towards your dreams, ambitions. What's calling you? This is about moving forward because you've done all your thinking. This is what the sword here. You've done all your thinking, reassessing, your planning, and when spring comes, you want to be ready. You don't want to say, you don't want to hit that snooze alarm. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't hit that snooze alarm when spring comes. You're ready. You're rejuvenated. You're healed. Um, uh, you've got, in this image, there's a lot of like gold sparkles around her. This is, you have a lot of divine energy around you, Venus, and so you've got this team behind you that's uh, they've got your back. They're your squad, your team, your posse, whatever you want to call it. Call upon them during this liminal space so that when spring emerges, so will you. So there's my story for you, Venus.
And she's sticking to it.
I'll stick into it. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Yeah.
All right. So next is Jax, and then we have Christine and Roman, and I'll pop that into chat in a moment while the others are reading. So Jax, whom I've had the pleasure of giving a reading over the weekend, and lovely. You know, we all know Jax is cool, anyways, but uh, hashtag me for a wait.
Heather, are
You
you
know what?
supposed to be in spring and I'm
I'm
supposed to be
supposed to be in
liminal?
spring. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm?
I'm supposed to be in spring now.
Where am I?
Well, I'm in spring and Heather and I need to switch.
Yeah.
Oh, I
There you
didn't finish switching. Sorry, I didn't finish
It
switching.
was like magic that happened.
You need to keep me on my toes tonight.
Very
I switched one and forgot the other. But okay, so Jax, did you want a reading, or were you just telling people to put in hashtag me? Because now that I'm
Oh.
reading for it, it's like hashtag me for a chance to be read. Oh my gosh! So waiting on Jax.
well,
Jax.
I've got cards for Jack. She better want a reading.
Yes, she would like one. Okay, I've done the liminal, right? And I've done spring. Now I'm back to winter.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Right.
We're on our fourth reading. It just didn't seem possible. All righty then. Kenda's here. Hello. Another 6 weeks of winter. Thank you, because somebody put it was 6 months. I'm like, no. All right, Jax. Winter journey for Jax. What is your purpose for your winter journey? Okay, I saw my 2 cards already. Okay, I shuffled and I shuffled. Look at me. Okay. I just don't know which to read them in. Okay, hang on. Which was your? Okay, we've got first of all the magician card for you, Jax, and
Mhm.
so obviously magician. You're all things magical. You're a magical mangled unicorn. So whatever you're wanting to accomplish, what are your dreams, your aspirations? This is the your spirit saying everything, all the resources are there. They're ready for you.
Hmm.
You have to look for them, reach out for them, and call them in. So that's what your winter journey is about. Is finding the magic within you so that you can make all your dreams come forward, what when you're all your manifestations, so in your winter's journey you're going to find little hidden treasures. I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and here's another card that came out. So yeah, so again, going in your winter's journey, introspection, finding the little hidden gems that you've stored away. It's time to bring them out, polish them back up, put them back out for all to see. And I'm not talking you're airing dirty laundry or anything like that, but oh, there's a little mouse in here too. So you have this little elemental companion, a little familiar. Do you have a little mouse in the house? Maybe he's actually a familiar and not a pest. He's also, these mice, they like to take things, the shiny things as well. So this is you searching for your shiny. Bring out the shiny for your winter's journey.
Sassy
Um,
shininess.
yeah, there you go. So, that's what I have you for your winter's journey, Nancy. What do you have for her liminal energies?
Well, I got a beautiful card for you, Jax, and it's the card of divine protection. Okay, and it looks like she is in the midst of a very very precious ritual, and she has it looks like she's burning sage there, and the flowers in this card are angelica, that enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. And the interesting thing I think about this card is the importance when you are asking for divine protection, that you I apologize for trouble breaches.
That's adorable.
That when you're asking for divine protection, that you include a ritual in it, because this is a very sacred time when you are communing with the spirits and with your guides and angels. And so, during this time, and you're asking for divine protection. And in the book of the Earth Wisdom Oracle, it says, sometimes we are required to go where angels and perhaps even fairies fear to tread. Before heading into the deep, dark unknown, surround yourself with divine protection. Create a circle of light around you, drawing in protective energy from all around. Connect to your higher source and ask for loving guidance. Fear no evil. I am protected. I lean on the divine to surround and guide me as I move through this dark and confusing time. And the second card that came out for you is from the Messages from the Light Oracle. And the card that came out for you, Jax, is the card of connection. And isn't this beautiful? I mean, just look at the power in that. And we were talking about ritual, and to me, this is an answer to the ritual and the petition for protection. It's connection with spirit. And it says here in the book, endless net of light without and within reach out across vast spaces through layered dimensions. Connection is realized again. And when we connect with spirit, I mean, it is such a profound thing that I wonder in liminal spaces, up where we cannot see, if it looks like this when that connection comes through, you know, because it's a precious thing and it's a powerful thing, and it's like just a whole web of stars, and this almost looks like a dandelion
Oh, it
puffball,
does.
doesn't it? But I love that for you, Jax, because I think it shows the sacredness of your path, and I love that for you.
So, Jax, I'm going to give you the bada boom, bada bang. So, your first card for spring renewal, you got to channel your inner Jack Sparrow and take that wheel, girl. Don those boots, don that skull flag, and grab that wheel. And it says here, fear is not a good advisor. So this card is acknowledging not to be afraid of change, to take control of the wheel and not let fear be your guide. Let you be your guide. Um, Sometimes this is, like you said earlier, it says here, asking help from a higher power, which you said earlier that you did. But there's one little line in here I want to read to you from for this card. It says, therefore, we must be aware of our natural instinct to self preserve, but you must also remember that our growth lies on the other side of that wall. So, not being afraid to ask for help. Sometimes that is taking the wheel where we have to guide ourselves to the right people to be able to get us that help. And I shuffled too, and you also got in the distance, closer than you think. So, things that you are working on, and I know you've got a lot on your plate that with this spring, I think you're going to get more closure. You're going to get more results. You're going to get more answers, and you're going to be able to move forward with taking care of a lot of projects, we'll call them, that you've got going on right now in your personal life. So that's what I have for you, my dear. But I know you don't let fear, but sometimes it's still something that kicks in from time to time. It's about being human and not being afraid of, okay, got to take the wheel and let's guide this boat to somebody who can help me. So that's what I got for you, my dear.
Judith, you're funny. Um, all right. Next is Christine, Native Love. Are you still here, Christine? I
No,
hope so,
she's
because I
here.
pulled cards for you. That didn't work.
Yep, she's here. So,
It's
Christine's
magic. All right, Christine. Love your name. Okay, so
same cards are coming up for both
Heather
tonight.
has your winter's journey.
So, Winter's Journey, we start off with the initiate of Winter Cups. So, Christine, this is about tapping into, oh, I'm getting more of an inner child, reaching out for things that are creative, that helps you process emotions. There is a curiosity to the pages as well, and also maybe acknowledging your dreams or remembering your dreams, and just letting your imagination, because the cups are about intuition and imagination, and just letting that guide you during this winter, during these winter months. Now, your underlying card is the Four of Winter Swords, which is about taking time to rest. And she's curled up with with her fox. Fox, I don't know, fox may be a a power animal for you, a totem for you. But you know the foxes, even though they you know that they're cunning, they can be very clever. but they are also, teaches us to listen to our instincts and not to be afraid. And with this dreaming and this rest over the winter, I'm thinking that maybe you might have had some profound dreams or experiences that are leading you to new insights into your personal power, your intuition, your creativity, and just going with that flow and letting that guide you further on. So that's what I have for you, Christine. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Well,
That
I was
does
going
make
to type it out, but I might as well say, Christine, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do something left-handed, and I was trying to highlight Christine, and it deleted her message. Um, oh, I can view the deleted message, but it does say it does make sense, is what she tried to say. That's what I get for trying to use my left hand.
sense.
I'm ambidextrous most of the time. All right, Christine, your liminal energy. So this is what you should be focusing on during this liminal, the in between winter and spring. You got the King of Swords. It says, "Speak up in courageous endeavors for your unwavering truth." The King of Swords obviously is the most intellectual king. All these birds around his head. This to me is where you get your spiritual truth from. Is if you don't know this already, it's from your higher self, and it's also from assistance from your guides and angels and loved ones who've crossed over. So I don't. Are you perhaps a little bit of a medium? um, if you don't think you are, uh, we all have that little bit of gift, so it's about tuning into it. But this is about mastering your thoughts. um, um, Asking your guides to help you with clarity of thoughts, clarity of decision making, because you're also being calling in the energy of the King of Pentacles. Says benevolent and empathic leader. Vision materialized upon sharing. Okay. So, with all that being said, the King of Pentacles for me he's the most humble king. He got to where he was by recognizing and appreciating those who have helped him get to where he was, because kings can't be a king without their kingdom and the support of their kingdom. This king is holding a lotus, so this is a spiritual journey for you. So calling upon your spiritual guides and your higher self and working with them, asking them to assist you each day with messages for your highest good. It's about being successful, but again, being humble. It's that in your in your uh, proud moments, um, you're still that kind-hearted person who will lend a hand to someone, who will give your heart to someone, your compassion, your empathy. So remain true to yourself, and enjoy the journey along the way, and just remember to pause and give thanks. You don't always have to do it face to face, but into the universe, give thanks to those who have helped you along your path. So, Christine, that's my liminal story for you. Next is Nancy with your spring story.
Um, Christine, the first card that I got for you is the card that is dandelion, and what it says is release. And dandelions are one of the first little flowers that come up in the spring, and you see there. I love dandelions, and you can do so much with dandelions. You can use the roots, you can eat the leaves. The flowers, if you hold them under your chin, you can see yellow on your chin. And it used to be that they said that showed that you liked butter. But anyhow, on this card it says, let it go. Dandelion wants you to listen to the messages your body is sending you and to release the attachments that no longer serve your soul's journey. Whatever you're hanging on to, she will help you detoxify, one thought at a time, releasing negativity and self-judgment and restoring ease and flow to your life. Now, the reason I think this is so important is I went to another deck. Um, it's a tree deck, and I love this deck. Look at this ancient tree, and it says attachment. So I think, Christine, there's something that you're holding on to. You may not even be aware of it. Just take some time to ponder and see if there is something that you're holding on to that no longer serves you, something that may be holding you back or something that's making you feel less than. Because both of these cards speak of attachment. And so if there is an attachment that you no longer need, release it. And, springtime's a wonderful time to do that. And that's what I have for you, Christine.
You're muted. You're muted, Ginger. I was too. I forgot to take mine off too.
I had to clear my throat, and then so Christine, thank you so much for letting
Yes.
us read for you. Wonderful energy
It's
tonight.
nice to meet you. Mm-hmm.
And so we've had some people come into the chat. I wanted to say hello to Salima. It's Salimawi, if I'm correct. Hello and welcome back. And then also,
Scott came in.
Scott came in, or what the Fatum. And then Irene. Irene. And I am sorry, questions are closed, but I'm going to put some people on my list for the next time I'm reading, when I'm hosting, that is. And I am going to make sure you get a reading next time. Let me just write some people down. So Monali, Salimiwi, and Irene. I put you down anyway. Okay, next, oh my gosh, is the one, and thank God, the only.
It's
Roman.
moldy.
You feel so
It's moldy Roman.
It's moldy Roman. Hello, my friend. How are you? Okay, so now it's time for Nancy to go to winter.
Yes.
Wait, I'm
There
right? Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then do you have the next three, Ginger?
I do.
Okay.
All right. Roman, Nancy's going to give you your winter journey energy.
Okay, Roman, brace yourself, okay? The first card that came up is one of my stalker cards that does not bother me in the least, but it is the Winter Tower. And I tend to draw the tower a lot, and I've gotten used to it, and I don't consider it a negative card because I think it's a card of transformation. I mean, sometimes things happen to us that are, unexpected, and that's where the cracking of the building, or the thunder and the lightning and all of that comes. But in this particular card, it's lightning, and there's some flames down there. But I think a lot of times if you are prepared spiritually, a tower moment really does not affect you as deeply as if it comes out of nowhere and you don't know what to do. But I think this winter tower is just kind of like a heads up for you, Roman. And I went to the oh, what's it called? The Memento Mori deck, which was a Roman made me do it deck. And I pulled a card, and I think it goes right along with the Winter Tower, Roman. It is hold space. And what I'm looking at when I see this card is this is a card of holding space for yourself, you know, and not putting yourself like in a little jar, letting yourself out into the space and then being aware of everything that's around you and all of the possibilities that are around you. And, if we have a tower moment, that kind of prepares us for going inward and seeing the work that we need to do. Um, but I think this holding space for yourself is a very, very important card, um, because it just popped right out when I was shuffling. And that's what I have for you. So this is your winter message. And there you go.
All right, Roman, gird thy loins. Just kidding. So Roman, you got the amethyst card. Okay. And so before I even start, amethyst is a very good stone for a lot of us. And this is just for entertainment purposes only. Heather loves her crystals. Amethyst is good for, spiritual healing and connection. It helps us, with stress and feeling calm, connecting with our dreams. A really nice healing crystal and very pretty to look at, and they have different colors. So, Roman, with you here, it says, go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. So, I got this card too this week, and this is about releasing the stress that you have been having. And we know what's about. I know you are very much connected emotionally to what's going on in the world. And right here, this card is acknowledging finding a balance, being able to draw yourself from that. Um, there says here also connecting with cosmic intelligence has no useful power if you are unwilling or unmotivated to act upon it. So this is going to take some real work to be able to get you to this place where you're more calm. I mean, for all of us, this is a great reading for all of us on the collective, being able to detach ourselves from as much negativity that's going on. Not saying that we don't look at it or ignore it, but just making sure that we give our own space and, give our own, which I'm going to go right into the next card because we got sacred space. So this is about trying to remove ourselves from the stress, finding peace within ourselves, Roman. And you can do that by creating sacred space. And again, for all of us as well on a collective, it says mundane to eyes not of my own. These sacred responsibilities are mine to embrace. So it's acknowledging your responsibility for your own spiritual care, for your own emotional health, all aspects of our well-being. So again, making sure that you find some way of creating sacred space for yourself, my friend, and trying to, and not just trying to, but really detaching from as much of the things that cause you a lot of stress and a lot of that's going on in your life right now. So that's what I have for you, my friend.
Um, I'm going to comment out real quick, Hinda. I've said in past lives that I know that the way I spell Q isn't the correct spelling, but because of time and typing and me having to do all this um, uh, multitasking, I do put in K.
As
uh,
an abbreviation,
yeah, it's my abbreviation for Q just because I got to multitask and find. So I just think it's a funnier version of Q. But yes, yeah.
I
Uh,
like what Hinder said. Uh, my home is my sacred space.
yes.
I love that.
Hmm. I do talk about that a lot. Is making a sacred space within your home, or
Mhm.
and I often say that my home is my sacred space, and no lower energy beings are allowed. Period! Exclamation mark. And no worries, Hinda. I just wanted you to know that I was aware, and I like to make fun of myself, uh, as my guides do. But one day I was like, I just can't keep typing the whole thing in, so I'll just put in K. Sometimes I wanted to put in qua, but anyway. All right, Roman, your re-emerging energy. Okay, I feel like as spring comes, you're going to still be in a little bit of a liminal space. You got Le Pendu, which is the hanged man. Um, but what I love about this image is as you're in that hangman energy, her eyes are covered by the branches. These are the sacred branches. And I love this deck. It's the Strange Antlers. And this is the deck that um, it it gave me the ideas that every time I see antlers, it is the connection between you and the liminal space, between you and source energy. So, in this image, this person is closing their eyes and using their liminal uh, vision to be able to better understand what your purpose is. So using this time to go a little bit in, still be in the liminal space when spring comes, but you have a different perspective because you have a new connection with your higher self and with your guiding team. So that's what that card is speaking to me. Because you have um, 9 of cups coming for you this spring. So, some fulfillment, some emotional fulfillment, some spiritual fulfillment, something you've been longing for, wishing for, it will be fulfilled. And these cups overfloweth, but there's divine energy, light coming
Mm.
from source energy. And so, with your renewed connection to your higher self, to source energy, you can make your dreams come true. Your wishes are going to come true. Um, yeah, use that time wisely to connect and reconnect with your higher self. So, my dear moldy friend, that's my story for you. My little short story for this evening, Roman. We love you, my friend.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
all
haven't
right.
seen him in the chat. I hope he's here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he said hi when we first started.
Uh huh.
I hope he's
Yes.
making fun of
Yeah, I
him.
asked if he was here. I go, Roman, are you here? And he's like, yes. So
Okay.
he's here. Yep. 3
Yes,
times.
Hinda's like, I refuse to grow up. With that being said, I also have to be known to say the buck stops here. Oh, absolutely. All right, Ayana's next. After Ayana is Joyful Journey, and then we have User, which is 4, and Samantha. And it is 8:30, and we're doing really good. And then we have also with Judith. I think I forgot to star her, but I didn't forget you, Judith. Um, oh, I'm back in winter. All right. I would not
Ooh,
mislead you speaking for. I
ooh.
know. I thought, what are the odds that I'm pulling? It's my turn to pull, and I got the French deck out. I don't know. Meant to be. Meant to be. Ayana, are you still here, Ayana? Hello, Sandra. How are you? The energy is so divine. It's so quirky too. So, and Judith is here. Yay, Judith. Ayana's here. Oh, it's my turn. So, Ayana.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, I don't know. As I said earlier, me and multitasking tonight
Yeah.
is challenging. My brain isn't clear. I don't know. I need to do a, I don't know, detoxing or something in my brain. I got winter brain. It got frozen in the snow in the ice or storm. All right, Ayana. Ayana, I am reading for you your winter's journey. So, this is the energy of introspection, what you should be focusing on as we're going into the liminal space. Two came out right there. Okay. All right. So, first of all, um, it is being recognized by your guides, the universe, the powers that be, the the Uh, the I want to say the road you bear, basically the challenges you've been through 2025. If I'm, it is for entertainment purposes only, but 2025 seems to be a very challenging year. But during this winter journey, this is about you organizing your. Oh my God, ladies, what am I? You have to do
To do
your
this?
obligations.
Ah.
Oh, please bear with me. Anyways, I say that it is being recognized because in the background here are deer. And so it's noted that you've been going through a challenging year, but during this winter, um, your team and your guides are helping you organize your obligations. You can ask your team to help you delegate or ask for assistance, but what I like about this picture is he's not being weighted down. Like I said, you've been recognized that you handle challenges well, and yeah, so so the message too with the deer in here is one is definitely a stag, so taking a leadership, taking ownership of your obligations and knowing how to prioritize. And the other deer are for me a they speak of you need to be more gentle to yourself. You're a strong individual, and sometimes you feel like you're being weak, and your team wants you to know that, oh my dear, you are such a strong woman, human being. Um, they're cheering you on. They're cheering you on. And your next card here is the Judgment card. So this is the reawakening, the reemergence, because 2026 is not only a new year, it's a new energy for you. And you have a higher calling. And you are being divinely guided. So be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And that's the story of your winter journey. Is good things are coming your way, and that's something to look forward to. So start working on shining your inner light, bringing it brighter and brighter as the sun returns to springtime. So I'll give the liminal space to Nancy.
Well, Iana, I let's see. The first card that came out for you is growth energy. Okay, and here's what looks like, excuse me, to me, a bird nest, and it's got three eggs in it, and one of the eggs is really growing. The other two are kind of tiny there, but there's this great big one in the center that's really growing, and there is I don't know. I'm thinking about what's above it and the power, maybe the power of spirit with this, because when I think about your energy and how your energy is growing and you're becoming more powerful, okay? Because the next card that came out is the Ten of Swords. Now, this card looks awful, you know, but just remember that swords are thoughts, okay? And a lot of times we have thoughts that are not in our best interest. But if you'll notice in this card, um, the person that's on the ground, if this is you, you're looking towards the light and new dimensions. And this, I think, is a card of letting go of old ways and that new paths are waiting for you. And that's where the energy comes in. The energy card is with these new paths that are waiting for you. You have the energy to follow these paths and let go of all of these thoughts that may have been holding you back. And there's this appears to be a negative card, but I don't see it that way. I see it as a card of power, about potential and what you can do with when you embrace the right energy, when you embrace a positive energy. And that's what I have for you.
So, Anya, I'm just going to follow right in Nancy's footsteps as well. And I am actually going to start with your bottom card, which is lock. So, for this spring, something is hidden or locked. And what the top card is going with this is to cut off, letting go of what no longer serves you. So this is a card instead of some people saying, well, your people lost. Okay, let me back that up. So sometimes we cut ourselves off from people and lock ourselves away and not be, who we are for people. This reading here, this coming spring, is that there are going to be relationships, people that are not going to be worthy of your personal space, your energy, your time. With the scissors, letting go of what no longer serves you is these energies, these people that bring you down. So coming into spring, what spring promises of just letting go of know what longer serves you. This could be negative thoughts that you might have on your own, but then sometimes people add to that. And so with the spring, it's a fresh start, it's a renewal. Any bad habits that you might have. No, I say bad habits, things that are unhealthy that don't support our self care. And so locking oneself away sometimes from certain people, places, and things and circumstances. That's what we need to be able to have the right people in our circle and to be able to take care of ourselves and yeah, again, working on ourselves coming this spring and just being reborn, renewed, and maybe even again exploring new aspects of yourself that maybe you have cut yourself off from as well, or locked your or you have locked away um, during this winter. So that's where I'm going to go with that, Anya. I hope that resonated with you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Okay, so Anya's saying awesome. A lot of kind words in chat tonight. I just want to say,
Mhm.
Pamela, your compliments are much appreciated and in my heart. And Judith, you're such a cheerleader for me. um, thank you. I do use menopause as an excuse, but I do have a lot on my plate right now, and thank you for being patient with me and understanding. So, Ayana, thanks for letting us read for you tonight. Gentle Journey, yay, she's here. Okay, seems funny you just read Heather, but
Mhm.
you're up again.
Woohoo!
I didn't think about
Oh,
doing
Jen, it's been forever since I've been able to read for you. Last time I wrote was on the old channel. So it's nice to have you here.
Oh, well,
Altogether,
yeah,
yeah.
hon. Okay.
So, Jen, for the winter, starting off, Three of Winter Wands. And that is about expansion, my dear. This winter, you are expanding on new creative ideas. You are inspired to maybe start new projects, um, new ideas. And with the Three of Wands, that's basically okay, I've done all the work. I'm set to go, and we're putting this in motion. And you know that wand, that candle up there is lighting the way. So it's almost kind of like a fool card as well, and knowing that there's all that potential and possibility, and you had faith in that to be able to move forward into the world with something new, inspiring, passionate. And your underlying card, I just love even more, is the Nine of Winter Pentacles. So this winter, you created through hard work of your own a space where it is like your own garden. Here in this deck, it is her own little store. It's like her little metaphysical apothecary store. And she is just celebrating her achievement. She did the, like with the Three of Wands, did the work, and now she has her business. There is a sense of accomplishment, a sense of independence, and just and of course not ego, but just kind of like, wow, I got myself here. I worked hard. I created this, and now it's time to enjoy that, Jen. So beautiful cards, and I'll give you over to Ginger.
What the Fae? All right, liminal energies, the in between. I love the in between. There's such mystery in it. Speaking of mysteries, we've got the moon card for you. This is a very interesting moon card. Instead of the wild dog and domestic dog, we have this beautiful white deer and a wild dog. What dog? All right. It says navigate across illusions. Follow your instinct. Full moon energy. This is it really affects us moon children. But it affects everybody. Intuitions get stronger too. And I wonder if that's why some of these people I have a special needs son who I noticed from the time he was, I don't know, 4 years old, that 3 days before the full moon, he got a little agitated and stuff. And knowing how open special needs children are and those who are sensitive, um, it's no wonder, like, people have that I'm going mad feeling in their brain, because they're so open, they're letting all these energies come in. Anyways, following your instincts, your intuition, during full moons. Hang on one second. It's almost like be wild, moonchild, yet be gentle with yourself. This is the story I'm feeling here in this image. So the liminal space, dark and light, yin and yang. It's finding balance in this liminal season for you. So seek out the mysteries. What is in the shadows? It could be hidden gems in the shadows. It could be just things that you need to release, cut the cords, move on. But this in this image, I'm going with the yin and yang energy here. Yeah, and then we have the King of Wands. Visionary leadership yields a prosperous future for your within your grasp. I love this image. So, King of Wands, they're known for their very creative ideas. So, I think during this liminal time is a perfect time for you to start stirring up these creative ideas. What is it that you want to move into? Um, I don't know if you heard me earlier about what is the new version of you look like? Well, step into that skin and use your imagination. Get creative. What is it that you wish to do that involves creativity, grand ideas? So this is your planning period, this liminal time before spring. That way, when spring emerges, you have all these fantastical ideas, and you've rested up, and now you're ready to act upon them. And yeah, dream big, dream big. So there you go, Jen. Well, there's my little story for you.
Well,
See?
the springtime reading for you, Jen, is the card that came out first is the card of compassion. And I love this because to me it looks like that's Gaia sitting there, with the all the flora and fauna all around her and growing on her. Um, and I think what this card means for you is as the spring as the springtime comes forth, for you to be compassionate with Mother Nature, with Gaia, and when you go outside, feed the birds, uh, plant things that maybe you can plant some herbs um, that you can grow, during the year that would uh, I'm thinking for the word I want that will make your practice more bountiful, perhaps. And the card that goes with this is the card that's rooted. It says, "How can you deepen your roots and connections with nature today?" And I think it's interesting that both of these came out because this is so important for all of us because it helps with grounding, and it helps us be more aware of the world around us, when we go outside and we truly see. Because the way things are right now, there's a lot of confusion, and when we just go out and look up uh, into the sky and see the clouds or see the stars and the moon, or look at a tree in our front yard and just concentrate on that and the beauty of it, or the birds that are flying by or whatever, it gives us a sense of renewal, and I think that's so important. And I think your message for springtime is to take advantage of that. That's what I have for you, Jen.
She says, I'm in such, oh, can't work. I'm in such a wonder when I walk on the trail by my house. I look
Oh,
carefully at the beauty as I walk. That
oh,
reminds
that's
me, I forgot to
beautiful.
take the boys walking down our road after it snowed. Darn it.
Hmm.
I love to go to our little cemetery graveyard and and just see all the snow on it. And
That sounds
that would have
beautiful.
been beautiful pictures. Darn it. Darn it. All right. Thank you, Jen. Okay. Jen is done. All right. We have four. Nancy, did you say that's four? Like FO?
Well, I haven't seen
Yeah,
four in the
She's
chat.
here. They're here.
Oh,
I was
are
you're
they?
just,
good.
Oh,
You're
oh,
above four, but you're
you
wonderful.
here.
want to make.
Okay. Oh, there you are, four. You.
Okay. Then we have Samantha. And last but certainly not least, we have Judith. So we're going to read here. And then Nancy, get your winter on.
I have got my winter on. I have cards for four.
And really
Um.
quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but Miss Ginger, this will have to be my last reading because I do have to scoot to my group, my women's group.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry,
That would
sweetheart.
be fun. Okay. But you're going to have fun, though. I'm excited for
Oh,
you.
it's been great, Heather. Four. The first card that came out for you in the winter, the seasons of the witch winter tarot is the Four of Winter Swords, and I love this because it's so cozy. Look at that. And, you know, for me, winter is a time of rest and of introspection and growth. And it's important to rest this time of the year and to kind of regroup, because we can't expend energy constantly. We have to have some time to recoup and to nurture ourselves. And here is this sweet person that is just taking advantage of the time when rest is available. And the next card that came out for you is one of these beautiful trees, and it's the card of stillness. And when you're still, you can listen, and you can hear messages from your guides and your angels and your ancestors. And you think about this big tree and about how deep, deep, deep the roots go, and how they have messages. Sometimes when you go up next to a tree and you put your hands on it, or you put your head next to the bark, you can feel the energy, and you can feel you can feel a communication. And it's time to be still and to listen. And that's what I have for you for the winter time.
All right, liminal energy.
All righty. So for I have coming of spring. And it says here, beneath my feet, stir the waking, spiraling surges of warmth that tell of life ready to birth. So you're in that space where um, you're getting ready to have a beautiful renewal in
Baby. No.
spring. Huh?
You talked about birth and you're getting ready for the time to have a beautiful baby.
Birth. Oh, that kind. Well, a beautiful. Well, it's a birthing of oneself.
Just
Maybe rebirthing our
kidding.
inner child. Hey, you never know. And so, what's here too is just kind of we're in that space, kind of like around Samhain, where we acknowledge and remember our ancestors, and we, connect on that liminal space in between where we can communicate with them. We can ask them for guidance and ask them to hold that space for us until we are ready to be reborn again. And your other card I have is the Black Bear. Your existence is the resistance. All you must do is accept the power awaiting your arrival. So, this is a card of your ancestors, and you believing in your power to get you through this during this time. And I'm going to open up because I also got that card last week, and it was eye opening to me. And it's about trans. I love that how it's about transcendence, but it is about taking one's personal power back. And the battle is easily won when we are able to take back our personal power, walk with our ancestors, walk with our truth. Um, so let's see here. I'm just looking to see. It says, protect yourself from any threat, but remember to have for those compassion for those who have not yet battled their personal demons. So this is acknowledging that yes, you may walk, amongst people who are, battling, because we never know what the next person in front of us, behind us, or around us, what they are going through. Even us here in chat, when the shows are over, we don't know, when we say goodbye, what we're going on in our personal lives. So this is about walking again in your power, but also holding space and compassion for others. It's not to say let them cross boundaries, but just to have that space that we're all coming from different places in life, and we're walking this walk together. And slowly we are, transcending. Sometimes we have to transcend a little bit, once we learn certain lessons. And then, like Jack said one night, surf back down, learn some more lessons, and go back up. So it's a kind of like an up and down, but knowing your power and still knowing that you're protected as you're walking through that. So that's what I have for you for. It was nice to read for you.
And you have to go.
I
All
do, I
right.
do.
It's been
Thank
fun.
you.
We'll
It was so
see
much
you
Later.
fun,
later.
ladies.
Have a good time. I'm excited for you.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a
Okay.
good night,
Bye
everybody. Bye
bye.
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 And then there
Okay.
were
And then
two.
there were two. Okay. I just want to say welcome, Joanna. Yeah, I'll put your name on my list. I have a list who don't when I can't read for everybody. I try to make sure when I'm hosting next, hit that bell. I will make sure you would be amongst the first to get read. So, but do please stick around because you may hear a message that is meant for you through somebody
Yeah.
else's reading. So, let me write your name down, Joanna, and there we go. All right. Is it still my turn though? Okay. Four. No? Yes? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm doing your rebirth, your reemergence. I love this because your reemergence is a knight, specifically caviar swords. Yeah, that's how we roll here. Cavalier Dipis. It's the Knight of Swords. When you're finished with your journey, winter's journeys, slumber, introspection, and you're in that liminal energy, making your plans, um, plotting out your course, you're going to emerge into spring full force. You're ready to go. You've got all these ideas ready to just um, show the world, accomplish. You're ready to accomplish. You've got the energy to accomplish anything as you emerge into the spring energies. And then you have six de pentacles. um, Sharing your resources. But the very unique thing about this card is I feel that your resources is your spiritual gifts. Um, she's got this golden, I'm going to call it a golden healer stone on her third eye. She's connecting, you are connecting with your guides. So I don't know if you're in practice, being out of practice, or newly starting, or not even knowing that you have a gift. Um, I think you should be prepared to start receiving messages from your team. So let me know if you are on a spiritual path already. For um, that would help me in this reading here. So when we start connecting with our guides and working with them, we do have to be mindful of our energy, um, especially if we're new. We can get a little overwhelmed. Sometimes they're working too fast, and you can ask them to slow down. Then it could be with you utilizing your gifts with other people, putting up energetic boundaries because uh, being intuitive and using these gifts take up a lot of energy and it drains you. And if you're not taking the time to replenish your energy, yeah, you can really, sometimes you can go into a deep depression. But and also, as you're using these gifts, and if you let them be known, people love your energy, period, whether you're using your gifts or not. If you've noticed, people love to come to you, to talk to you, to seek advice, because you always know the right things to say. They might not be doing it on purpose, but they become energy vampires, and that drains you. So you have to put up this energy bubble and be mindful that you're not always the one giving. So uh, let's see. So trying to catch up on chat here. So yeah, for not knowing, I'm going to take that as you don't know that you have gifts. Is this true? This card is saying you have some spiritual gifts. We all have the gift to connect with our guides. So just start calling in your guides every day and connecting with them and asking them to lead you through the day, guide you through the day with messages for your highest good, and ask them to um, make these messages recognizable to you and start working with them. Start a conversation with them every morning and perhaps even at night before you go to bed. Ask them to teach you helping you recognize the synchronicities that are happening around you. And once you start recognizing these, you'll soon know that your connection with your guiding team is stronger than you know. So there is your emerging into spring. Um,
Yeah, I love
Loving
it.
that energy for you.
Yes. That last card was very powerful.
Love it. All right. Mona Lee, good night, sweetheart. I'll make sure you get a reading the next time, dear. Always love seeing you in chat. So, yeah. All right. So, Samantha, are you still here? And we have Judith still. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Okay, are those the last two or
Mhm. Those
okay.
would be the last two tonight.
Okay,
Samantha's here.
Samantha's here. Now,
Okay, so here's
what
what
are
we're
we
gonna
gonna?
do. Let me switch me. Okay. All
Tell
right. So
me
what
what
I'm
we're
gonna
going
do
to
is
do.
read two cards for winter, one card for liminal, and then you read one card for liminal and two for spring.
Oh, okay,
Let's do that.
okay.
That way they still get all three
Yes, yes. Okay. One card for liminal.
things. Sorry. All right, Star Traveler. I'll make sure you're on the list for the next time. One of these days, I promise I'll do another solo and I'll really make sure everybody gets a reading. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Jax, I was. Thank you, Bridget. Um, Yesterday, I was up at 3:30 in the morning, wide awake, couldn't get back to sleep, and somehow I had the energy to make it through the day, and I even stayed up till 10 o'clock. Um, I probably got to sleep around 10:30. Got to sleep most of the night. I feel more tired today than I did yesterday. Maybe that 3:30 was catching up to me, but 24 hours later. All right, Samantha, your winter's journey energy. So, this is what you need to the energy of introspection, going within, doing reassessing, resting up for the liminal space, and then the spring energy. Okay, winter journey. Oh, well, goodness. Ooh. And then let me go to your liminal space too, real quick. Liminal energy between. Okay. All right. So we know winter's all about hibernating and going in. We've got the hermit mode here for sure. But this is what I was talking about. Hermit, my favorite card. Going within, seeking your own light, the light within you. Um, uh, when you're doing your reassessing, when you're reconnecting with your inner light, when you emerge, into the spring, um, you become the light for others as well. So I love seeing the Hermit card in the winter journey. Um, there's a message here for you about while you're in the winter's journey. It's hang on one second. There's more a message than what I was going to say here. Um, okay, here's the Four of Cups. Let me show you again. In the Four of Cups, we have the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups are about celebration. If I break it down again, we have two cups here about emotional connections, and then we have an Ace of Cups here. And for me, Ace of Cups is an awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. So I'm going to use this image a little differently than most people read their Four of Cups. So I think during the winter season, this winter journey, you're going to go within, as the hermit was speaking of. You're going to be thinking about the connections you've made of last year. You're going to start recognizing something within you wants to awaken, and it'll start on an emotional energy, but then it'll raise up to a spiritual energy. Up here, we have spirit who's been trying to catch your attention with little nuances, little messages, little synchronicities. And unlike most Four of Cups who aren't recognizing this, you see here, this person is recognizing the spiritual connection. So I feel like your winter's journey is about going inward and either reconnecting if you feel like you haven't been connected. Some of us, Nancy, do you feel this way too? That sometimes you feel like, where's the magic?
Yeah.
The messages aren't coming like they
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
We get so preoccupied with adulting and with things that we have no control over. Um, so so just know that we never lose that connection. It's just sometimes it gets pushed away.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm getting dry throat again. So during this winter season, it's about you going within, recognizing your own light, connecting with spirit, reconnecting with spirit, and going into the liminal space, being the light for others. Give me one moment here. This is what happens when I talk too much. I get a porcupine in my throat. Okay, and then your liminal energy, part A. I love this for you. So as you transition into the liminal realm, you've got your insight. You've reconnected with your inner light, your higher self. You come into the liminal space as the King of Wands energy. This is about you utilizing these grand ideas. Again, like, see, these are hot air balloons. It's about you reaching your thoughts and ideas to new heights, coming up with new ideas. As you're connecting with spirit, ask them to assist you in clear direction, clear ideas, new ideas. What is it's funny, I'm just looking at this as past and future. Past, you've made a beautiful little nest for yourself, but in the future, your nest becomes grander because your ideas become grander, and you have your little companion by your side. So possibilities are endless, and Nancy's going to finish the liminal with part B.
Okay, now I have the liminal in two spring cards, but I also did the liminal and two spring cards for Judith. Is that the way we're going to do it, or no? Okay. You just tell me what to do after this reading, then, and I'll draw other cards.
Okay.
The liminal a message that I got for you, Samantha, is the card of vibration, and how important. This is so important that we are being able to raise our vibration, and it's probably one of the things that a lot of times we forget to do. No, you don't need to cry, Truff. No, you're fine. You're fine. When it gets dark, this dog wants me to go to bed.
Oh,
I mean, she just sits and cries. Excuse me, Samantha. But it's so important for us to raise our vibration, and you can do that, being happy, laughter, just grounding yourself and just embracing everything that's around you with wonder. You can ask for your vibration to be. You can ask your spiritual team to help raise your vibration. And it's so important now, because if we don't raise our vibration, we're not being all that we can be in the spiritual realm. The message that I have for you for springtime, it's interesting because two cards came out and they both say joy. So, Samantha, the first one says, when was the last time you felt the pure sense of joy? Are you allowing yourself to be happy? And being happy is one way that you can raise your vibration, but just the joy of nature, going out and looking at the sun, and also feeling the sun on your body, feeling the rays of the sun coming down on your body. The next is the rose, which signifies joy in this particular deck. Rose is comforting and soothing, infusing your heart and soul with gratitude and joy, and helping you to stay centered and loving towards yourself and others when it's needed the most. Rose reminds you to be open to the sweetness of life and supports your personal growth, whatever the conditions surrounding you may be. And I love that for you, Samantha, and that's what I have. Now we'll find out what we're going to do for the next reading.
I'm sorry. What did you say you pulled cards for?
I pulled cards for Judith, and I pulled a liminal card, and I pulled two spring cards.
Okay.
Am I supposed to do winter?
Yeah, two winter,
Okay.
one liminal.
Okay.
Sorry. But thank you, Samantha. I hope you enjoyed those readings. So let me switch you over. And Judith, Judith has been following me for, I don't know, a couple of years now, 3 years maybe. So love having you in chat. Glutton for punishment. I mean, she keeps gracing us for her presence. Oh, no. Judith has wonderful energy. We love reading for her. Judith is amazing, Bridget. And so are you. And I was just about to say, everybody in chat, I'll just take this moment while Nancy's shuffling to thank you all for sharing space with us tonight. And I love doing liminal energy readings because the in between, that pause, sacred pause, if you will, is so important during these times. And just know that when things come your way, sometimes that's blocking you for a reason, protecting you, making you pause because maybe, like this morning, everything stopped me from getting out of the house on time. And when I got closer to work, there was an accident. Could it have been I may have been involved in that? I don't know, but I've learned to know that whenever something's keeping me from um, uh, you know delays, that they're for a reason. And sometimes we get delays or challenges in our path because maybe we're going too fast and we need to slow down and take care of the little tiny things that we would miss going forward. Paying attention to the smallest of details. Um, there's little hidden treasures that our spirit team sends us that sometimes we're just so busy and tunnel vision that we fail to find the magical treasures. So, Nancy, are you ready for
I
Judith?
am. I have two. Let's see how I'm going to do this.
Two
Let's
winter,
do
one
this
winter.
one first. Okay, the first one for you, your winter reading, Judith, is the Eight of Winter Swords. Now, a lot of people don't like this card because they see negativity. You
What
know,
is it again?
the Eight of Winter Swords.
Eight of winter. Oh,
I love
let me take this
the
out.
Eight of Swords because in most decks, the way you see it is like there's an obstacle. Like she's stuffed in this tree, and she has a blindfold on, and her hands are tied, right? And there are all these obstacles which look like they're like narcissus. And but she's not, Judith. What she is she has a blindfold on. But I mean, she can raise her hands and she can take the blindfold off. What this is it is thoughts in your mind that hold you back, you know. And she's in complete control. She just doesn't realize it. She's thinking, negative thoughts or saying, you know, I can't do this, I just, there's a lack of self-confidence or whatever. Um, and instead of swords in this card, they're beautiful flowers that are holding her back. So what you need to think about, Judith, is if there's something that you're hesitating about, if you feel bound about something, it's it's up here, and you have to work through that, and I have done shadow work, and I have done this was the way I was after my husband died.
Hmm.
And to me, this is a very precious card because I was able to see myself in this card. And I realized, the power of this card and how it can help you see your life. The next card that I got for you for winter is Winter Woodlands. Take time to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. And I love this for you, Judith,
Pretty.
because, self-compassion, sometimes it's hard because we're so busy with other people that we forget ourselves. And you need to show yourself compassion on a regular basis, and be compassionate with other people, of course, but don't forget yourself. And the liminal card that I have for you, well, I pulled this as a liminal card. I absolutely love it. I don't know if this is actually a liminal, but anyhow, it's the card of communication. And when I look at this, Judith, I'm getting all
Ooh.
kinds of reflections. When I look at this, Judith, there's this ancient stone behind her, and she has a fire on this old, it looks like an old tree trunk or an old stone. And if you look at it closely, there are these spirits that are there.
That's
And I
very
think,
liminal.
yeah, isn't it? And I look at her arms, they're open wide, and she's communing with spirit. She's communicating with them. And it's important to do that for all of us to do that, because our team is waiting for us to communicate. They're not going to say, "Hey, you haven't talked to me this morning." Well, gingers might, because they're, goofy. But mine wait on me. And once I start communicating, then I can feel them, and I felt them very close to me when I was sick. But so, keep the communication open with your guides and your angels and your ancestors, and that's what I have for you, Judith.
What deck is that one from?
This one is from the one I think you have in your purgatory box.
Oh, no, I don't have that one. I was thinking of
Oh,
something
it's
else.
wonderful. Earth wisdom. I
It's
mean,
an
I
earth
I think it's
something.
great because it gives you uh, um, herbs to go with it, with each card.
Is
To
that?
your
No, never mind. It's not.
Okay. But I think it's a beautiful deck. I don't use it
Oh,
very
so the
often, but
images are
you know,
beautiful,
yeah.
especially that last one.
Mm.
Um, all right, Judith, your liminal part two. I have for you Princess of Wands. Embark on a grand voyage. Your creativity is limitless. It's liminalist. It's liminally. Liminally limitless. Okay. All right, so princesses in this deck, the pages, they are new to something. So this is telling you embark on a new journey. So while you're in this liminal energy before spring comes, start planning a new journey, whether it's your spiritual journey, whether it's wanting to go on a trip you've always wanted to go on, um, connecting with old friends, perhaps. I'm getting this is a beautiful picture. Um, Interesting. There's two. Okay, this is subliminal. Um, Okay, so there's all kinds of birds around her. So it's just saying that you have all kinds of guides and ancestors surrounding you, cheering you on in your journey. So they're excited for you to take a new journey. So whatever it is, start making plans for it right now, Judith. Um, and so now I'm reading for the emergence into spring energy. Loving this because we got Le Fou, which is like
Let's
the
see.
fool. Um,
Ooh.
Hope that the natural human body doesn't bother you, but it does to some people. Actually, they're wearing a very sheer dressing. But anyways, this is emerging. This is emerging from the liminal space into the spring. What a perfect card for this. This is starting a new journey for sure. So there's something new coming your way, and she's emerging with these antlers, which is her new connection with her team. So sometimes we have our team, and we communicate with them. But sometimes we find a new way to communicate with them, or a new way of receiving messages because we've been working with them so long. Sometimes I feel like they challenge you by trying a new method of connecting with you. So I love this emerging into spring with new connection, new insight, new life force. Speaking of life force, your next card here. Um, Judith, this is about power in your hands. This is about using energy. Now, this is the Seven de Batons, which is about putting up your boundaries. So, in this image, I don't. You must have heard me talk about energy balls, and we have energy throughout our body, and when we form energy balls, practicing them, we can put any intention into these energy balls. We can put healing colors into the balls. We can put healing colors into your balls. um, your hands can heal ailments within you. I've used my Reiki energy to heal a dying tree. She was down to one last limb after 2 seasons, and I planted, um, uh, crystals around her roots, and I laid hands on this tree for weeks, hugged her, loved her. Your energy is powerful. So it's a healing energy that people are drawn to. This card speaks about you, um, that energy becoming stronger if you so choose to work with it. But when you do, you have to put up energetic boundaries. Think you've heard me say before, whenever I'm going into a place where there's a lot of people, um, I just place a semi impermeable bubble around me, and only love and light energies can come through, and it deflects all lower energies. So you don't want people draining your energies, so you have to put that energetic surround for you. But I see you just emerging into spring with renewed energy, renewed light, renewed, just renewal altogether, Judith. So there's my story for you. Thank you
It's
once again
beautiful.
for letting me
I
read.
tell you that French deck is gorgeous.
Oh, when I saw it,
It
I'm like,
really
there's
is.
something about it. I'm not usually into. I don't know. There was just something about it, and then once I got it in my hand, I couldn't put it down for months.
Yeah,
The messages that come.
it's really beautiful.
So,
Of course, I I know nothing about French. The only thing I mean, I had a year of Spanish. The only thing in Spanish I can say is en la biblioteca.
what the
That's
heck
what I
is?
remember. you know. So if I'm going to the library, I'm all set. But other than that,
Sandra says, yes, Ginger, you were protected from that car accident. Same happened to me last August at an intersection in which I avoided a fatal accident by a few. Oh my gosh, yes. So,
mm,
and one of the first signs I saw for me about slowing down while I was driving,
mm,
you have birds fly past you all the time.
mm,
Um, but whenever a bird would swoop down in front of me and come up, that to me was my sign to slow down. So, when you feel like you're late for work, so what? You're late. It's not worth an accident. It's not worth a ticket.
right.
It's not worth hitting a deer down the road. So, yeah. But anyways, Judith says, all kidding aside, I was always been a hand healer since I was young. Wow. I
Mm,
did not understand it till my 30s. Thank you. Oh, Judith. It's time to really start reacquainting yourself with your healing energy for sure. So,
mm.
oop, wait. Oh,
Powerful.
there we go.
That's powerful.
Okay. It is 9:30. Half
Well,
an hour past my point, but I knew it'd be
well,
9:30.
yeah. I really enjoyed the readings, and I enjoyed the chat. We had such wonderful people with us,
Mhm.
and
Definitely.
it was lovely having Heather here. And
Yeah.
I know she's going to
I'm
have fun in her
sorry we didn't
astrology
get to
class.
everybody. It's just how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but again, if you didn't get a reading, I have you on my list. I'm on next with Jean, Sun Psychic Jean. I'm not sure if we're doing readings or mysteries, because Jean loves it when we do mysteries. And
Mm.
I got to get a plan together for that one. But
Mm.
thank you, Bridget. I appreciate that. Um, yeah. So, and then I don't even, Nancy, you have something coming up while I look at my calendar?
No, not really. I mean,
See how
Sunday
you are?
I read with Scott at 7 p.m., but I don't have anything else for the rest of the week.
Oh, everybody, on next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, um, Callie Healer. Kelly's going to be on my channel.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful.
she is such a fantastic
Oh,
reader, medium, psychic, and I love reading. We have a good time together. I love reading with her. So, Sandra, who I have Sandra, Joanna, Irene, Selima, Monali. Join us on Monday for sure, and you'll get in
seven
the queue
o'clock?
for sure. What's that?
Is it 7 o'clock?
At 7 o'clock. That's my magic hour because I always come on
Mm-hmm.
go on too late. Now, if I was one of these people who do their hour and be done with it, then
Uh-huh.
I might go on
Mm.
later at sometimes. But I enjoy reading. I just my I hate cutting off what I'm if I'm getting a message, I don't want to cut it off because
Right, right.
um so um I did ask people, it was a year or so ago. I said, "Would you rather have um a lot of mini short readings to get through the list faster or and someone put it in chat, we love waiting, it's fun, everybody in chat shares the space together, and I love
Uh-huh.
it when you all get to know each other
Ooh,
and chat, and
yeah,
we're all
that's
rooting for each
great.
other. So for those of you who do stick around, and you're my last couple readers. I appreciate you so much,
Yeah.
and I make sure that you get just as good as a rating as the first person I
Patience is a virtue.
do. Okay, so Judith, thank you. Safe, protected, healing, abundance, blessings always. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate you, Judith. Okay,
Mhm.
and then Jax for doing a wonderful job tonight.
Yes, yes,
Um, she gets an award.
yes.
she got she got a reward. I gave her a reward over the weekend. So Jax, I really appreciate you and all you do, and keep putting in those links. And all right, everybody, I'm going to bid you all a fay blessings, and I'm going to send you off with a fairy butt too. Wait,
Bye
oh,
bye, everybody.
somehow
Mhm.
my fairy butt got deselected. So
Oh
here
dear.
we go. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye bye.